Chapter 15 from The Complete Book of Cheese by Robert Carlton Brown. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Reading by Bologna Times. From The Complete Book of Cheese by Robert Carlton Brown. Chapter 15. Aberdeen, Scotland. Soft, creamy, mellow. Abertam, Bohemia, made near Carlsbad. Hard, sheep, distinctive, with a savory smack all its own. Absinthe, see Petafina. Acidophilus, see Saint Ival. Eatkees, Belgium, November to May, winter made and eaten. Affiné, Carré, see Ancien Impérial. Affumicata, Mozzarella, see Mozzarella. After dinner cheeses, see Chapter 8. Agricultural school cheeses, see College educated. Aiguille fromage de Alpine, France, named cheese of the needles from the sharp alpine peaks of the district where it is made. Cendré d'Azy, see Cendré. Ajaccio, Ajaccio, Corsica. Semi-hard, piquant, nut flavor, named after the chief city of French Corsica, where a cheese lover, Napoleon, was born. A la crème, see fromage, fromage blanc, chevretons. A la main, see vacherin. A la pie, see fromage. A la rachette, see bain. Albini, northern Italy, semi-hard, made of both goat and cow milk, white, mellow, pleasant-tasting table cheese. Albula, Switzerland, rich with the flavor of cuds of green herbs chewed into creamy milk that makes tasty curds, made in the fertile Swiss valley of Albula, whose proud name it bears. Alderney, Channel Islands. The French, who are fond of this special product of the very special breed of cattle named after the Channel Island of Alderney, translate it phonetically, Fromage d'Origny. Alemtejo, Portugal, called in full Queijo de Alemtejo, cheese of Alemtejo, in the same way that so many French cheeses carry along the fromage title. Soft, sheep and sometimes goat or cow, in cylinders of 3 sizes, weighing respectively about 2 ounces, 1 pound and 4 pounds. The smaller sizes are the ones most often made with mixed goat and sheep milk. The method of curdling without the usual animal rennet is interesting and unusual. The milk is warmed and curdled with vegetable rennet made from the flowers of a local thistle, or cardoon, which is used in 2 other Portuguese cheeses, Queijo da Cardiga and Queijo da Serra da Estrela, and probably in many others not known beyond their locale. In France, La Caillebotte is distinguished for being clabbered with chardonnay, a wild artichoke seed. In Portugal, where there isn't so much separating of the sheep from the goats, it takes several weeks for Alemtejo to ripen, depending on the lactic content and difference in sizes. Alfalfa, see Sage. Alice Saint-Reine, France, soft, summer made. Allgäuer Bergkäse, Allgäuer Rundkäse, or Allgäuer Emmentaler, Bavaria. Hard, Emmentaler type. The small district of Allgäu names a mountain of cheeses almost as fabulous as our rock candy mountain. There are two principal kinds, vintage Algar Bergkäse and soft Algar Rumkäse, described below. This celebrated cheese section runs through rich pasture lands right down and into the Swiss valley of the Emme that gives the name Emmentaler to one of the world's greatest. So it is no wonder that Algar Bergkäse can compete with the best Swiss. Before the Russian Revolution, in fact, all vintage cheeses of Allgäu were brought up by wealthy Russian noblemen and kept in their home caves in separate compartments for each year, as far back as the early 1900s. As with fine vintage wines, the price of the great years went up steadily. Such cheeses were shipped to the Russian owners only when the chief cheese pluggers of Allgäu found that they had reached their prime. Allgäu Rumkäse, Bavaria. Full cream, similar to Romadur and Limburger, but milder than both. This sets a high grade for similar cheeses made in the Bavarian mountains, in monasteries such as the Andechs. It goes exquisitely with the rich, dark Bavarian beer. Some of it is as slippery as the stronger, smellier Bergkäse, or the old-time Slipcote of England. Like so many North Europeans, it is often flavored with caraway. Although entirely different from its big brother, vintage Bergkäse, Rumkäse can stand proudly at its side as one of the finest cheeses in Germany. Alp. See Fiori di Alpe. Alpepe. Italy. Hard and peppery, like its name. Similar to Pepato. C. Alpes, France. Similar to Bel Paese. Alpestre, Austria. A smoked cheese that tastes, smells, and inhales like whatever fish it was smoked with. The French Alps has a different Alpestre. Italy spells hers Alpestro. Alpin Alpestre, or Fromage de Briançon, France. Hard, goat, dry, small, slightly salted, made at Briançon and Gap. Alpestro, Italy. Semi-soft, goat, dry, lightly salted. Alpin, or Clérimbert, Alpine, France. The milk is coagulated with rennet at 80° Fahrenheit in 2 hours. The curd is dipped into molds, 3 to 4 inches in diameter and 2½ inches in height, allowed to drain, turned several times for 1 day only, then salted and ripened 1 to 2 weeks. Altenburg, or Altenburger Ziegenkäse, Germany. Soft, goat, small and flat, 1 to 2 inches thick, 8 inches in diameter, weight 2 pounds. Alt Kuhkäse, Old Cow Cheese, Germany. Hard, well aged, as its simple name suggests. Altsohi, see Brenza. Ambert, or Forme d'Ambert, Limang, Auvergne, France. A kind of cheddar made from November to May and belonging to the Cantal, Forme la Tome tribe. American, American Cheddar, USA. Described under their home states and distinctive names are a dozen fine American Cheddars, such as Coon, Wisconsin, Herkimer County, and Tillamook, to name only a few. They come in as many different shapes, with traditional names such as Daisies, Flats, Longhorns, Midgets, Picnics, Prince, and Twins. The ones simply called Cheddars weigh about 60 pounds. All are made and pressed and ripened in about the same way, although they differ greatly in flavor and quality. They are ripened anywhere from 2 months to 2 years and become sharper, richer, and more flavorsome, as well as more expensive with the passing of time. See Cheddar States and Cheddar Types in Chapter 4. American Romano, USA. Hard, brittle, sharp. Amol, Béarn, France. Winter cheese, October to May. Anatolian, Turkey. Hard, sharp. Anchovy Links, USA. American processed cheese that can be mixed up with anchovies or any fish from whitebait to whale, made like a sausage and sold in handy links. Ancien Impérial, Normandy, France. Soft, fresh cream. White, mellow, and creamy, like Neufchâtel, and made in the same way. Tiny bricks packaged in tin foil, 2 inches square, 1/2 inch thick, weighing 3 ounces. Eaten both fresh and when ripe. It is also called Carré, and has separate names for the new and the old. A. Petit Carré when newly made. B. Carré affiné when it has reached a ripe old age, which doesn't take long, about the same time as Neufchâtel. Ancona. See Pecorino. Andean, Venezuela. A cow's milker made in the Andes near Mérida. It is formed into rough cubes and wrapped in the pungent aromatic leaves of Frailejón lanudo Espeletia schultzi, which imparts to it a characteristic flavor. Description given in Buen Provecho by Dorothy Kamen Kaye. Andechs, Bavaria. A lusty Allgäuer type. Monk made on the monastery hill at Andechs on Ammersee. A superb snack with equally monkish dark beer, black bread, and blacker radishes, served by the brothers in dark brown robes. Antwerp, Belgium. Semi-hard, nut-flavored, named after its place of origin. Appenzeller, Switzerland. Bavaria and Baden. Semi-soft Emmentaler type made in a small 20-pound wheel, a pony cart wheel in comparison to the big Swiss. There are 2 qualities. A. Common, made of skim milk and cured in brine for a year. B. Festive, full milk steeped in brine with wine, plus white wine lees and pepper. The only cheese we know of that is ripened with lees of wine. Appetitost, Denmark. Semi-soft, sour milk, nut-like flavor. It's an appetizer that lives up to its name, eaten fresh on the spot from the loose bottom pans in which it is made. Appetost, Denmark. Sour buttermilk, similar to Primula, with caraway seeds added for snap. Imitated in USA. Apple, USA. A small New York State Cheddar put up in the form of a red-cheeked apple for New York City trade. Inspired by the pear-shaped Provolone and Baby Gouda, no doubt. Arer, Bohemia. Semi-hard, sour milk, yellow, mellow, and creamy. Made in mountains between Bohemia and Silesia. Argentine, Argentina. Argentina is specially noted for fine reproductions of classical Italian hard grating cheeses such as Parmesan and Romano, rich and fruity because of the lush pampas grass feeding. Armavir, Western Caucasus. Soft, whole sour sheep milk. A hand cheese made by stirring cold sour buttermilk or whey into heated milk, pressing in forms and ripening in a warm place, similar to hand cheese. Arnauten, see Travnik. Arovatur, Italy. Water buffalo milk. Cour d'Arras, see Cour. Arinée, Champagne, France. Made only in winter, November to May. Since gourmet products of the same province often have a special affinity, Arinée and Champagne are specially well suited to one another. Artichoke, cardoon, or thistle for rennet. See Caillebotte. Artificial dessert cheese. In the lavish days of Old England, artificial dessert cheese was made by mixing 1 quart of cream with 2 of milk and spiking it with powdered cinnamon, nutmeg, and mace. 4 beaten eggs were then stirred in with 1/2 cup of white vinegar and the mixture boiled to a curd. It was then poured into a cheesecloth and hung up to drain 6 to 8 hours. When taken out of the cloth it was further flavored with rose water, sweetened with castor sugar, left to ripen for an hour or two, and finally served up with more cream. Asadero, or Oaxaca, Jalisco and Oaxaca, Mexico. White, whole milk. Curd is heated, and hot curd is cut and braided, or kneaded into loaves from 8 ounces to 11 pounds in weight. Asadero means suitable for roasting. Asco, Corsica, France. Made only in the winter season, October to May. Asiago, 1, 2, and 3. Vicenza, Italy. Sometimes classed as medium and mild, depending mostly on age. Loaves weigh about 18 pounds each and look like American cheddar, but have a taste all their own. 1. Mild, nutty, and sharp. Used for table slicing and eating. 2. Medium, semi-hard, and tangy. Also used for slicing until 9 months old. 3. Hard, old, dry, sharp, brittle. When over 9 months old, it's fine for grating. Asin, or water cheese. Northern Italy. Sour milk, washed curd, whitish, soft, buttery. Made mostly in spring and eaten in summer and autumn. Dessert cheese, frequently eaten with honey and fruit. Au Cumin, see Munster. Au Fenouil, see Tome de Savoie. Au Fond and de Fond, a style of ripening on the hay. See Pithiviers au Fond and Fromage de Fond. Augelotte, Vallée d'Or, Normandy, France. Soft, tangy, piquant, Pont-l'Evêque type. D'Oreille, see Saint-Anne. Fromage d'Arigne, see Alderney. Aurillac, see Bleu d'Auvergne. Aurore and Triple Aurore, Normandy, France. Made and eaten all year. Australian and New Zealand. Australia and New Zealand. Enough cheese is produced for local consumption, chiefly cheddar, some Gruyere, but unfortunately mostly processed. Autun, Nivernais, France. Produced and eaten all year. Fromage de vache is another name for it, and this is of special interest in a province where the chief competitors are made of goat's milk. Bleu d'Auvergne, see Bleu. Au vin blanc, confits, see Époisses. Avignon, Boulette d'Avignon, see Boulette. Les Aides, Orléanais, France. Not eaten during July, August, or September. Season, October to June. Queijo do Azeitão, Portugal. Soft, sheep, sapid, and extremely oily, as the superlative so implies. There are no finer, fatter cheeses in the world than those made of rich sheep milk in the mountains of Portugal and named for them. Azeitoso, Portugal. Soft, mellow, zestful, and as oily as it is named. Azuldoch Mountain, Turkey. Mild and mellow mountain product. End of chapter 15.